Okay, I'm stalking CDNS. It's got lower tops on 15s all the way till here. We love the daily chart. It looks like it has a lot of room above, so we're looking for to buy the first time a candle breaks previous candle's high. This one is trying. 1154 is the high of this candle. You can see it hasn't happened yet. Each successive candle has a lower top, so this would give us a good risk reward. 1155 is what it needs to hit. I got a limit of 1156 to give it an extra penny to fill, and I'll put my stop at 1147 probably. So probably at the low of the day actually. 1146. So that's less than a dime risk here. I like that risk reward. So we're stalking this one. And again, if it hits 1155, we're buyers. And I'll pause the video and pick it up if we buy it. Okay, I just bought CDNS. Raised my buy to 2,000 shares. I usually buy 1,000. Filled at 1156, but the reason I raised it was because it's given such a tight stop. We're looking at a dime. I'll risk $200 on any setup, and hopefully this can gain some momentum and work in our favor. But if not, we're going to lose a dime on 2,000 shares. So we'll pause the video and pick it up in a little while. Okay, CDNS is giving such a good risk reward. I'm going to actually add another 2,000 if it hits 57. Try to get that out of the way. Well, let me just cancel that for a second. See the lower tops, and there it is. Let me try to buy some more here. That'll give me a total of 4,000 right at the same price. Okay, my average is right at 56.5, 57. The reason is we bought it originally on the 15s, right above this break right here when it broke this candle's high. It was the first break of a previous candle's high. Okay, then now that the day's gone on a little longer, we switched to 30s. You got your lower tops, you got a nice narrow candle here, bottoming tail here. So we buy the break. I'm adding on the break of this, which is 57 again, which is what I just bought. And excuse me for a second. Okay, and then again our stop. I'm not going to let this go. Probably 49. Anywhere down in here, I'll figure that negates this thing turning around. So you're looking at 4,000 shares times 8 cents, about a little over $300. That's within my acceptable limits of risk for me. So it's a great time to. I don't like buying a whole bunch on whenever you buy the high of the day break. You've probably seen our videos talking about not buying the high of the day break, but when you can get something hopefully turning like this, I'll show you the daily again. See this long consolidation after that huge gap down. Well, yesterday it broke above everything. So we've got it on watch today, hoping for continuation. And it may have given us a fantastic entry right here. Anyway, it definitely gave us a good risk reward entry. So we're going to pause the video and we'll follow up on this trade in a little while. Okay, looks like it's been a couple hours here. Let's go back to today's chart on CDNS. Remember, we bought on the 15s, we added on the 30s. Our average is 1156. We have 4,000 shares. So we were able to average in, and you can see it never came back down to our area where we were going to stop out. So right now it's sitting right at the high of the day. We'd really love to see it break the high and sell into that rally. Well, we're going to go ahead and take 12 cents on 2,000 shares. That's what, $240. And then we'll give the other 2,000 a little bit of a chance here. Put this at, I always put it at the bid just to make sure I get filled. But I mean, this looks like it might break the high of the day and run for us. But we always try to take some profits on the way. So I'm going to give it a split second here. It looks like it wants to. My limit's 1168. I'm going to go ahead and take 2,000 at 1169. That's $280. Okay, now hopefully it'll take out the high of the day and rally for us for the other 2,000 shares. Also, the day almost over. I'm going to sell my remaining 500 shares on Tyson TSN. Right. Try that again. Make sure I put sell. I've got 500 left. I sold the other 500 a little bit ago. My average on Tyson is 1857. I'll show you why in here in just a second. Okay, and that's from 56. So that's 30 cents. That's another 150, and I think I made a little over 100 on the other one. And all I'm sitting on now is 2,000 shares of CDNS. Looks like it's broken the high of the day. You can see up here it shows the high now of 1171. For some reason this candle here it's off. It says 1174, but that's not accurate. We can go to 60-minute 2-day to kind of show you a clearer picture. I don't know why that says 1174, but it's not. Yeah, it's just not showing right. I don't know. But anyway, and of course we're not going to let this come back down to where we bought it. We're going to babysit it. I don't have a hard stop in, but I'm going to watch it and hopefully sell the other 2,000 at a nice gain as well. So I'm going to pause the video, and when we sell the rest of it, we'll turn it back on. Okay, the day is winding down here. About 45 minutes left in the session. I'm going to sell another 1,000 at 1172, and I'm going to babysit that final 1,000. I'm going to I'm not going to let it fall more than a few pennies here from this. Scoot up there, okay. So that went through at 1172 from my 56 entry. That's 66. Another $160 on top of the 260. So that's about $420, and I still have 1,000 shares. I'm just going to give it a little bit to see if it can run and sell into the rally, but I'm not going to sell it for less than maybe 1168. So easily a $500+ trade, maybe better. Plus we've had big trades on NVDA today. The buy there was at 24.31, and it's now at 24.75. TSN, we had a great entry there. Look at that, how clean those 30s are. We bought the break of this high, 1856. It's at 1890 now. I just sold the rest of mine in the 1880s for a few $100s. So well exceeded my. I try to make $500 a day. That's my daily goal. I did that on the CDNS trade alone. So we often say in our emails that we're the best value around, because $500 will buy you a year, and that's my daily goal. So people that doubt whether or not it's a good value, just ask our members. But I'm going to pause the video here and finish up this trade. Like I said, I'm not going to give it much room. I'm just going to babysit it. Let me show you why real quick. Here's the daily. See this long consolidation after that big gap down. Well, yesterday popped above it, so we put it on watch today and hoping it would meet one of our setups. And look how pretty that is. Lower tops. There's a nice narrow candle. Bought the break of its high. Well, we did the 15s, and then we added here on this with a nice tight stop, less than a dime. So that's why we went so big on this one. I usually don't trade that big, but when you get that narrow of a stop, that kind of size isn't a big deal. And we're sitting still on 1,000, hoping. Let's look at the daily one last time. I'll zoom in, hoping it can break it. Well, you see how much room it's got above. So who knows? Maybe it's going to run to 12 over the next 30 minutes. Doubtful, but like I said, I'm not going to give it more than a few cents to turn against me, and still guaranteed to make good 500+ on this trade. So alright, I'm going to pause the video. Okay, said I was only going to give it a couple pennies, and I am, and it may run today, but I'm always happy with a $500 trade. So there it is, filled. And so that's, I'm not even going to do the math. I know it's over $500. So a little bit of market selling going on too. I believe I'm all out of everything. So a good day, and just wanted to show you that trade. We will follow up with more videos in the future. Thought I had one more chart to show. Anyway, well, like I said, I'll post more videos in the future. So that'll wrap it up.